called me tall and complimented my freckles.
Yeah.
Are we gonna kiss or what?
Mask for mask.
I could totally eat you out, like, as a favor.
You got 5 minutes. Figure this out right now.
That's how I became your favorite top's favorite top. We could totally do this, and it wouldn't be weird at all.
I do want to fuck the whole friend group.
Well, I don't want you to fuck her and me, so it's either her or me.
Okay, well then I'm gonna have to call it quits here. I'm manifesting it. I'm willing it into existence. Carmen and I will kiss by the end of this episode.
So hooking up with friends. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Queer Collective podcast. I'm your host, Carbon.
I'm Emily.
I'm Syd.
And I'm Zhané.
And welcome to the show. And this episode is sponsored by Vizzy Hard Seltzer and Field, but more on that later.
Is hooking up with your friend or having a crush on them a queer rite of passage? If you hook up with your friends or have thought about hooking up with your friends, this episode is for you.
And with us today, they're back. Zhané, who uses she, they pronouns, is a Toronto-based content creator, mass-presenting lesbian, event producer, and community organizer who uses a comedic approach to explore topics like sapphic dating, intimacy, and gender roles with the goal of fostering visibility in the queer community. Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be back.
A fan favorite, truly.
Truly.
And up next, we have Syd, they, them pronouns, who is a former sex influencer who is coming out of retirement to have a slutty chat with friends.
Welcome back, Grandpa.
And no credentials, just handsome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
That
show.
is a credential.
Thank you.
That is a credential.
Our first question is, have either of you hooked up with your friends before?
I've never hooked up with someone who was already my friend. I tend to become friends with the people I'm hooking up
That's
with.
how you become friends.
Yes.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Mine was opposite. I was sleeping with my friends. So I was hooking up with people I was already friends with.
And how did that go?
I'm still friends with, like, all of them.
All of
Good.
them?
Oh, yeah. I don't
Okay.
think there's no, there's one guy. This was, like, my prom date.
What's the
The is like, imagine you did have a crush on someone in high school, and then 5 years later they realize they like you, and the proposition they make is, yeah, I know you wanted a relationship in high school, and I don't want to lose you, so I'm going to do that now. And I'm like, you understand that I'm 22 now, and, like, queer and not interested in men anymore.
And
then
they take that personal?
Ooh, you're breadcrumbing me.
Oh.
You're taking over my
What?
mind.
Whoa, you've hacked the motherboard.
Projection.
I didn't know men had that
Oh.
vocabulary.
Oh, yeah.
I'm learning new things.
It was
today.
wild. Oh, my favorite thing is that he would, like, come to my house and drop things off. Keep in mind, I'm not asking for it. He would just drop it off, and my mom was eating it up, obviously, because, oh my god, like, he dropped you off cookies. I never ate a single one. Cookies
your
on my
mom eat
door.
the cookies?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
did you
did. Of course she
re-gift
did. Literally ate it up. That's
So
the
you've
only
actually
one.
never hooked up with any of your friends?
Truly no.
I feel you're lying.
Truly no.
Made out with your friends?
Every time I see them. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't see any.
Yes.
I didn't see makeouts when you walked in.
Well, you have to
Again,
subscribe to the Patreon
yeah, you have to
see
pay.
that.
I have to subscribe to see it in IRL.
Hey, nobody's safe.
Damn. Hold on. Okay, good now.
In my defense, Carbon started it.
Just mack it really loud.
Just saying. Carbon started it. I'm gonna finish it, but Carbon started it.
Great.
No, I don't fuck my friends. I'm a huge believer in fucking next to your friends. Okay, fun fact.
Yeah.
Can I drop names on here?
Yeah.
No, wait. Anyways,
That's
I
up
mean,
to
if
you.
They
you
can bleep it out. They can bleep it out.
a friend of mine who you all know
Okay.
recently texted me and said, "Can you give me strap lessons?"
Oh yeah, I've had friends do that.
Like IRL?
like IRL.
Like
And
coaching them in the room?
No, they like.
Or you strap them?
I made a joke and was like, I'll demonstrate on this person. She follows up every once in a while. She's like, I'm genuinely
watch?
serious.
Can I
I want
guess?
to learn how to strap.
I need to know more.
Okay, good.
Did she want you to strap her, or does she want to watch you strapping someone? Or is it like a mix of both?
I think she and I are past the point where we could fuck. I think
Yeah.
we're too close
Two
now.
sides.
And I don't think we're attracted to each other in that way anymore.
But for educational purposes.
So
and science.
I'm currently sleeping with someone she used to fuck.
Yep.
And so I was like, I will demonstrate on this person for you, kind of as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Kind
the other
of.
night we were all at Oasis and she was like, can I come watch? And I was like,
That's
yes.
the setting.
Like, I don't know. Like, I
love
believe
that.
in fucking next to your friends. Enjoying sex with your friends adjacent.
I mean, I've had
Yeah.
2 failed threesomes with friends. Like, if
What do
I'm
you
gonna
mean
have a
failed?
threesomes? Hold
Hold up.
Hold
yeah.
Let me crack this.
What do you added?
So
What
the
do you
first
mean failed
one,
threesome?
the first one, my poor friend, they could not get it up. They just could not get it up.
Okay.
Intimidation. So then I was just
Why don't you just
having
put the
sex with
strap
the other
on?
person.
Yeah, what about the strap
You know
game?
about the strap? I don't know.
Proper
Listen,
under-
unfortunately, I was already wearing the strap. I'm not taking off my strap to give to you because you can't get it up. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So real.
Two bad bitches in front of you.
So real.
This one also
I'm not
still like
letting you
semi-femme
borrow
presented.
my dick.
Thank you,
Yes,
right?
this
Like
is
you can borrow it
my
for someone
dick.
else.
Yes.
You're not gonna use
Right.
my dick on my girl at the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Or you should have come
come on.
prepared.
Thank you.
Like
Like
your own
where's
strap
the
just in
Viagra?
case.
Yeah, some Viagra.
Yeah.
But the dick getting hard doesn't need to happen.
Yeah, it
like there's
doesn't.
so much
No,
else you can
because
do.
it continued and it ended up just being more like cucky kind of like
Okay.
me
That's hot.
and yeah, right? It was fine, but like
Maybe not for
I
him,
know,
I don't know.
yeah, exactly.
Depends.
Like they wanted to like obviously
Yeah.
be more.
Yeah.
Involved.
The second one, I just couldn't do it. I could feel the energy was off, and I was right between the two people, and I was like, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be an argument later.
Yeah.
There's that. I'm so glad I didn't follow through.
Your spidey senses
I,
are
they're
tingling.
tingling. I was like, actually, I want to not partake in this. I'm gonna go back to my hotel room. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah. I would rather watch than participate with my friends.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I'm like, I want to cheer you on. I want you to cheer me on. I want you all to see
So
what I'm working with.
is this a case of like being pro sleeping with friends and against sleeping with friends?
like,
That's what I was
Oh,
getting
this
at.
is
maybe,
this
yeah.
is great.
And I'm in the middle. I invited you both here to see which side I will fall on. Basically.
Oh, we're the
I'm,
angel
like,
and devil on your
unsure.
shoulder.
I'm
interesting
unsure.
phrasing for sure.
I've slept with a lot of my friends, and I'm on the fence about it. Like it's
Still haven't formed any.
like, not enough data has been
Need to
acquired.
gather more.
Need to fuck
You just sleep with more friends,
before I
exactly.
decide.
And I'm starting to learn which ones it can work with and which ones it like you shouldn't touch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's ruined some friendships, but then for other ones, I think the thing is it requires people who are either good at non-monogamy,
Yes.
and like feel pretty casual about it and are really good at communication.
Yeah.
You know, and really good at understanding their own ability to give consent.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's another thing too. Like I don't want to
that's a good
feel like
point.
someone is uncomfortable or unable to say no to me in a certain setting because like I don't want to feel after we hooked up that you regretted something. Like even if I
Yeah.
feel with a friend, if they've told me they want to hook up and there's like a little bit of indecision, I'm like, so like what do you feel comfortable doing tonight? And they're like, oh, I don't know.
Okay, well, I didn't
I'm
know.
like,
I'm taking it as a no.
yeah.
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 If it's not like a definite yes.
If you're not like, I
Yeah.
want to do this, and this, I'm like, okay, let's
Yeah.
do it. If you're like, I don't know, I'm like, okay, so let's try this another time. Then we're more sure.
Yeah.
100%. Because I don't want
That's
there to be
good.
any regrets in that. Like, I want it to be like everyone is 100% sure that this is something that you can do. Because I think it can be nice. If you
Explain
feel
more.
really comfortable with
Explain more.
someone,
Yeah.
like you.
What are the pros?
Okay.
Yeah, what are the pros?
So I go through phases where either like I can have a random hookup or I can't, depending on like where I'm at emotionally.
I hear
Like
that.
if I'm feeling like a little bit emotionally vulnerable, I feel like I can't get there with a stranger,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes a while for me to be able to do that. But I'm like, still like sex, and I still like do group sex, like hookups, all that stuff. But I would feel comfortable doing it with a friend.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know. Rather like a stranger off the internet. But I also really don't want to ruin friendships. Like I really
Yeah.
care about having and building long-term friendships, and I don't always trust that someone can communicate with me, or I feel like some people are a little bit emotionally immature and they will get weird about it. And we're gonna go over scenarios at the end of this. We're gonna role play.
This podcast is proudly sponsored by Vizzy Hard Seltzer.
Over the last 5 years, Vizzy has supported our mission to authentically and positively represent the entire LGBTQ2S+ community.
And with Vizzy's vibrant flavors, you can follow your own vibe. Be bold, be flavorful, and above all else, be yourself. Plus, Vizzy only has 100 calories and 1 gram of sugar per can.
Cheers! Must be of legal drinking age, and please enjoy responsibly.
And now, back to the episode. What are your pros and cons?
My pros, especially because I did a lot of it more when I was younger. One, that's a new sense of intimacy between you and a friend. Also, there's a lot of trust building that comes with it. Like you've seen sides of them that other people haven't. And for a lot of my friends, it's because they were closeted and they didn't know if they were queer yet or if they were into women. So it was like a learning opportunity for both of us where it was like, okay, do you like this? Okay, yes, I'm queer. Do you not like this? Okay, you're not queer. Great. We'll never have to like bring this up ever again. So yeah, it was also like a safety thing because like I knew what I was doing at the time, especially with hooking up with people even now. It's like
Yeah.
I am such a stickler for everyone getting tested. I'm like, we're not doing
Yeah.
one night
Oh,
stand.
yeah. In my like heart of hearts, I would always rather have like a wonderful friendship with this like crazy underlying sexual tension and
Like you
never
are
let
gonna
it
do that.
and never let it come to anything. Because
Really?
You really are not letting it come.
no,
How do you maintain like the self-control with that?
I simply don't fuck when I don't want to.
But you're saying that you have the desire to, though.
Well, having the desire and knowing what you want are two very different things.
That's a
like,
good point.
I don't know, like I would fuck Carbon right now, but I'm not going to because we're on camera. And that's called
Subscribe to the Patreon to find out.
and that's called self-control. No, I'm just saying, like, we all
I'm not crawling over the table.
Clothes aren't flying off.
you know what I
Thanks
mean?
for the
Like,
example.
this is Carbon and my first date. This is our first
Wait,
date.
we're in the first date right now?
Yeah.
Like I
love
said,
this.
fucking next to your friends. Anyways. So for me, I would rather have like fun sexual tension.
Yeah.
Where we both acknowledge that we're attractive, we're attracted to each other, we're probably both good at what we do and would enjoy it, but we just kind of value the friendship more, and that takes priority. Like to me, that's like a very much an act of love, is to sort of pass on the temporary pleasure for the sake of the lasting relationship.
I agree.
Because I think once you act on it, something changes. Whether it's good or bad, something changes and it's kind of unpredictable. And my friendships are very, very important to me. I don't fuck around with that. Unless it was someone who I was like, I can see like a genuine, deeply important relationship sort of like growing with. I'm not taking that
Like a
next step.
sexual or romantic relationship growing out of
Like
it?
a partnership. Like I would not sort of take that risk if I didn't think the reward would be worth it.
It's very calculated.
Yeah. I have autism. I'm half robot. I think about these things all the time in excruciating detail.
I see. So you're kind of like, well, if my calculations are correct,
I was like, if
we're
I
gonna
do
be best
this,
friends forever.
if I do
Hit
this,
up
there's
one of
only a
these.
20% chance it's gonna work out in the long term, and that's and that's only 1 in 5 friendships, which means 4 to 5 friends you lose. I made up that number
That's
completely.
crazy.
I was
That
like,
was-
hold up.
I'm like, those are really high odds. I'm definitely beating the odds right now.
I also really like some tension that never really goes anywhere.
Yeah, I love it. It makes friendships so delicious.
Like, I like just making out every now and then
Yes.
and having no expectation for anything else to happen.
100%. As long as it doesn't go any further than that, I think it's perfect. And it's fun.
I have an interjection here then, but what if that person then starts like taking those kisses seriously and they're like, oh, like you want me, like,
Well,
like we're
see,
doing this because you are gonna fuck me.
So
one day.
you're bringing up that concern, but also saying that you have sex with your friends.
Oh no, I'm not concerned. I'm just
Okay.
asking. Yeah, I'm asking you two.
You're not
I'm
concerned.
not
Right.
concerned.
It depends on the friend and it depends on the friendship. I have been so vehemently against sleeping with your friends until very recently, where I've been a little more open-minded to it because
Did you run out of people? Is there a little bit of truth to that?
No.
That was good.
No, I was driving a friend home on her birthday, and she had just gone through a breakup like the week before, and she was sitting in the backseat of my car throwing a tantrum over the fact that she
Wait,
had
why
no
not
one
the
to-
why not the passenger?
Was it like
seat?
chauffeur?
I had someone else in the
Oh, okay.
passenger
The
seat.
Uber.
My first thing was like, why is she in the back?
I am the Uber. I drive all of my friends home after everything because I don't drink. This friend happened to be first on my drop-off list. So far, you've called me Grandpa and Papa. I'm like, is this how you see me as a person? Do we need to unpack this?
I call her mommy sometimes.
You've called
Not in a sexual way.
twice today. The first time I was like, right, and the second I was like, right. Oh, this is what's going on.
You're a victim.
Oh, I'm a
You're
fly on the
victim.
wall. Actually,
That's outrageous. No, anyways, I was driving this friend home. She was throwing a tantrum in the backseat of my car about how she had no one to eat her pussy on her birthday. And I thought about it, and I was
know
like,
who it is again.
I was like, and I was like, I could totally eat you out, like, as a favor.
Yeah.
And it was because it was the kind of person who it was and the kind of person I am that I was like, we could totally do this and it wouldn't be weird at all. And so that experience opened my mind up a little more, but it would have to be a very specific circumstance. And it wouldn't be anything other than like
A little bit of pussy eating?
a
or-
little
exactly.
other than
though.
like I will do you a solid on your birthday.
But that's the
100%.
point. There it is, right there.
And then you dap it up afterwards.
Oh, I've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I couldn't see doing that
with
regularly.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I haven't slept with all of my friends. There's definitely friends I would never sleep with.
And what's the difference between those friends
They're
and
straight.
the ones you have slept with?
No, it's also like it falls back into that like attraction thing too. Like sometimes it's like I just am not attracted to you to sleep with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
But a lot
all
of
of my
my
friends
friends
are
are
really
hot.
hot.
No, yeah. Which is
That's
why
my problem. I'm like,
There's a lot of
there's no
them.
way you're only friends with uggos.
I'm not, but I'm not.
The
I'm
conversation
not,
you two had earlier, I'm definitely no, you're not.
There are people that you find hot that you
Yeah.
aren't necessarily attracted to.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
100, like 100%.
There's people you find
Wait,
hot
hold
that
up.
you're not attracted
Let me
to.
Yeah.
sit on that for a second.
Be my guest. Be my guest.
I don't know about
Think
that.
about it this way: you find them hot, but could you picture them on top of you?
Like, do you want to
Any
get them
blonde.
naked?
Any blonde?
About blonde, I'm
Any
like, you're
blonde?
beautiful objectively,
Yeah.
but like
Wait.
I'm not into blondes.
No, yeah.
I always
Like,
feel like
that's how I
that's
feel.
white on white crime. I love the divide in white people when it's like you're a brunette, you're a ginger, you're
A blonde
White on white
man, a
crime.
blonde adult man. Why are you still blonde?
Why are you
Sorry.
still blonde?
Childish.
I'm
grow
scared.
the fuck up.
Yeah,
grow
box,
up.
you could get box dye at Shoppers. What are we doing?
Yeah, you're right.
No, but I'm sure you have friends that you look at and you're like, objectively, I understand that you're beautiful. I don't want to bend you over.
I think it's also
Right.
a chemistry thing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
no, that's
I
fair.
agree with that.
Yeah.
But I think partially, I'm a shy guy, so like I feel like they'll.
Are you?
I feel like they'll
cute.
eat me alive in bed. So I'm like, I'd better not.
Is that what's
Is
happening
that not
here?
what you want? That's what I want.
Because I feel like that's what's happening
Anyways.
here.
No,
she
I
gets
want to
kinda
do the
mad.
eaten alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like
I'm
an
a
even
little scared
exchange. I like
sometimes,
an
you
even
know.
exchange.
Okay, so for me, pros
Mm.
is it's really fun to kiss your friends, to flirt with your friends, to
Love flirting with my friends.
you know, build a little tension with your friends.
Yes.
I like doing that a lot. To go to the point though where you're having sex though, that's where I get a little wary. That's
I mean,
where
you're
the,
also a shy guy.
I'm a shy guy. That's where the line gets a little, you know, it's a little.
I'm not a shy guy though, and I also have that line. So
I'm a softie. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, what does this mean? Oh, feelings.
can you even do casual sex at all?
Yeah, I was gonna
like with
ask.
strangers?
Historically, no.
Okay. Well, that tracks.
Which is like, it really, it does throw a damper on things because I want to be able to.
Why?
yeah,
It
why?
seems fun.
Yeah, flirting and sex
Flirting
are two
is-
different
yeah,
things.
very
Though.
different
That is
things.
very different. But then to go to the point where it's like sexual level, I don't know. It just seems very vulnerable.
It is.
I don't know. I feel like everyone that I have had sex with, I've like felt something for. Even if it like didn't last that long.
I do relate to that.
I would say I'm more so on the line of like demisexual as well. So like typically I like kind of require there to be like some sort of emotional connection. Like, can we be friends first and then can we fuck? So
Yeah.
I do say I would fuck my friends.
Yeah, I was gonna say more of a reason to fuck your friends.
I think there's also the fact that some people prioritize sex as this really, really sacred pinnacle thing of every relationship, and then there's other people who are like, no, I just like having sex, so I have it like whenever I
Yeah.
want. So
Yeah.
those two conflicts can never.
To me,
align.
there's like two different kinds of sex.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like what I deem to be. No.
and then there's sex.
The shape of
I
no.
actually hate that term so much.
Really?
Yeah, truly. This is not what I signed on.
There's
No
There's
ASMR.
no HR here. Sorry.
No,
Yeah,
I'll
there's
say
two
I tied you to the
kinds
chair.
of-
well, that I'm okay with.
Yeah.
The first time I ever had sex with someone I had a connection with, truly, was probably like 3 years into me being sexually active, and it felt like a completely different beast. Like, I think until that point, I was hooking up with people in club bathrooms and like frat houses and wherever I was. It felt like the equivalent of like giving a blowjob in a bathroom. There's always sort of that question as to what is sex when it's queer. And so like I've performed the same activities with people where some of it felt like sex and some of it didn't. And so
Like some of it just feels like touching.
I'm like I just like I got you off at the club versus
Right.
like we're in bed together and we're fucking
Yeah.
for 8 hours and like I don't know, to me they feel very, very different.
There's like a psychological element.
Very
to
sapphic
it.
of you to say.
Some of it feels like sex, some of it just feels like a
A
hookup. Like I don't know how to
That's so funny
there's a
because
difference to
the
me.
second one is sex and a hookup for me. I've never done like the getting someone off in a club, so it's like all of my
Yeah.
encounters with friends is always like either like
That sounds crazy
it's going
to
back
me.
to back.
To get somebody off at a club.
It sounds fun.
Like
though.
you have
It
30
does sound
seconds
fun.
It is
to
fun.
figure
Someone's
this out.
fucking pounding
then-
on the door.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Well,
thrill.
yeah.
The thrill of it sounds
is-
fun, but
This
it
is
also,
where champions are made.
well,
Yeah.
Right.
it's like you got 5 minutes. Figure
This
this out
is-
right now.
Yes.
That's how I
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
became your favorite top's favorite top.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
Well,
It's the 5-minute increments.
I see.
Do you have any more pros and cons before we move
Oh
on?
shit! Sorry,
Oh
Carmen.
yeah. Cons. What if you fall in love? That's a pro.
Then you date. Yeah, then you date.
Yeah, but that requires both of you to fall in love. I think
That's
like
true.
one of the
Yes.
cons is like it can be an undesired emotional attachment or a one-sided
Well, guess
emotional
what?
attachment.
Haha, that's what happened.
With who? With you and your friend?
That guy, yeah.
Oh, with the guy.
Yeah. 2 years later, I was like, no, I am
Yeah.
a lesbian. I'm never doing that shit ever again.
I can
Yeah.
picture you like pegging a man for sure.
I want
Oh,
to
for
so
sure.
bad.
I
actually
also
want to
want
to.
so
I have
bad.
dreams of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell
you
me
literally
more.
do.
Is it a friend?
Immediately tell me more.
Yeah, and some of our friends have dreams of you doing it.
Oh,
I'm
literally.
about
Oh,
to.
that's a
Quite
Like, I'm
literally.
That's not
going
a
to
dream.
after this.
Quite literally. One of our friends came up to me and was like, "So, I had this dream of you."
It was of both of us.
Oh, you were there?
What the fuck? Yeah.
I thought I was doing the work though.
You were doing the work. I think I was a fluffer.
Watching,
fluffing the strap.
I think I was getting cucked.
I think that's why I don't remember you in his dream.
You were sitting in the chair minding your business.
Yeah, and apparently I was pegging him good and hard.
I believe
and he
it.
was loving it. And
Your friend
so
told you
much
this.
so that he had to tell me about it afterwards. And then I was like, "Wow, you never know. You could get lucky."
You could.
No, it's always our joke with that friend.
Is it a joke?
I hope not. For your sake, I hope not. I hope that comes true for you. I would like to watch.
Yeah.
Adjacent.
Adjacent
to
to
your
your
friends.
friends. Yes.
Oh, get
Next
on
to
that
your friends.
Patreon.
I have to subscribe to the Patreon.
See, exactly. When I wanted to see you kiss, it was like, yeah, subscribe. And now.
Okay, fair enough. Why don't we all subscribe to the Patreon and then we all kiss?
Zhané, I'm wondering if you can share any of the experiences that you have that make you pro hooking up with friends. Like, how do you think you navigated it in a way that it didn't impact the friendship?
It didn't impact the friendship, but it was funny because I was working with both of the people.
That's another layer of risk.
It was so
and
amazing.
you're working with them.
Yes.
I don't fuck people that I work with.
You have
we
no
were friends,
boundaries.
actually, no, we became friends at work.
New rule. New rule. It's a new rule now.
Order in the corner.
Yeah. It's like, that was messy.
But I think one of my favorite things about being pros to being the friends is that you could just fuck with people so bad. Everyone knew what was going on, but we were just gaslighting the fuck out of that McDonald's. I
that's
can't
what you
lie.
Out of the McDonald's?
Flirting with people
Storage
when you worked
room?
at McDonald's, the best.
It literally
And
was.
in like restaurants, those were like, there was so much sexual tension with everyone I
was
worked
fucking,
with.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
got
is it about
But it was-
restaurants?
the thing
You're
was-
with each other 24/7.
And
You're under
also-
stress. You're under like joy. Like you were just experiencing so many things with these people in such a
Really?
short amount of time.
Nice.
Your brain is literally like, what the fuck is going
No,
on?
but also servers have to be attractive and charismatic, and so it's all just like a cesspool of like hot,
Sexy people.
charismatic people.
It was
I
usually
see.
I was flirting with the people in the kitchen though. I don't know. There was it started with
Everyone
wanting
loves a
free
line
food.
cook.
It started with
Everyone
wanting
loves
free
a line
food.
cook.
And then it like I think you get blinders though with the people that you work with. Like these people I would not have thought were hot
Outside of work.
outside
Yeah.
of work.
Yeah.
Same with McDonald's. I was like, I would never.
It's
Yeah.
like when I see tweets are like, that person is not attractive. You just spend 40 hours with them a week. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, well, you put it that way.
Yeah.
Time makes you just romanticize anyone. Like you could.
It's true.
Okay, but what's the circumstances that's making it? Like it's not changing the relationship to hook up with this person.
I don't know. I just haven't had any experiences with my friends personally where it was like, we couldn't go back
To just being
to
chill.
like how we were before.
Mhm.
Like we were already flirting before, and now we're flirting now. We were already touchy before, we're still touchy now.
Mhm.
They can have partners, and obviously I can respect the boundaries of their partners,
Mhm.
but then that's it. Like we had sex in the past, and
Mhm.
we're still friends to this day.
Mhm.
And I can count at least 5 people right now where that's
Mm-hmm.
the case.
That's crazy.
Speaking about like respecting people's partners and all that, I'm wondering, is monogamy rhetoric telling us that we're incapable of being friends with someone who we sleep with or have slept with?
I've had people who I've dated in the past, and like, you know, out of curiosity, like, oh, like, have you slept with any of your friends? Like, oh yeah, like this person and I have like slept with each other, but we've also known each other for like 5+ years, and they're like, oh, well, obviously they still want you, and I'm like, no, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
And then in their eyes, it's like, oh, since you slept with this person, you obviously want to date them, you want to like marry them, and it's like every time you're together, they're like, well, I can't trust you two together. And it's like, okay, well, I don't have to tell you because they don't want to fuck and I don't want to fuck, and that was also when we were like 18 years old. So
If we wanted something more, don't you think we would have done something more by now? Like,
Right.
like I had this many years to act on it. We tried it out. There wasn't the vibe.
exactly.
It's actually been tested.
Or it was the vibe, and sometimes it just fizzles out.
Yeah.
I've had that where like me and a friend were like hooking up. Okay, cool. And that's like, all right, over that. I have a
Done.
crush on someone that I want to date.
But that's what I
so-
mean, though. Is like if you didn't want to date them at that point, like if there wasn't enough of a vibe for you to want more, then it's like, well, it's just a friendship.
Yeah.
Is this also like with other lesbians or who
Yeah.
is this usually with?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Interesting.
I don't know because
Yeah.
like usually the vibe or the common vibe that I get from people is
Lesbians
like,
are friends with their exes.
yeah, like
No, it's a
lesbians are
lie.
friends with their exes, and then like the ex meets the new partner, and the older partner.
The thing is, not everyone can handle that though. I've seen people make it work, and then like it's like they're homie hopping like crazy. And then at the end of
Did you say homie hopping?
yes?
Oh,
My
like, what does that
friend.
mean?
Oh
Define
my
it
god!
for the audience.
My best friend, and they're gonna watch this. I'm so sorry. Notorious homie hopper. You get a friend group, right? So say this is the friend group, and someone comes in. They're dating Syd. They're fucking Syd, and then suddenly they're fucking me, and they're fucking you, and then they're fucking you. They're
Okay.
homie hopping. They're
like
running
cycling
through.
but not
all
at the
of
same
us.
time. I thought this
Could
was
be.
a-
Could be.
Could be.
Oh.
I've seen it start with like threesomes, and then it's like they're
Right.
you know you're fucking the other two people one by one, and then there's maybe a third that you get introduced to. You're like, oh, your friend's cute. Oh, they're single. I respect their skill though. I
like,
wish
gotta catch
I
'em
had
all.
like those homie hopping skills.
I
mean,
can't
it's
do
like
it.
it's tough when a whole friend group's hot.
It is. It is.
No, I very intentionally picked like one person per friend group. I don't fuck more than one person in like a social circle because I don't
That's
like mess.
hard.
I also don't find all that many people like attractive enough to have sex with. Like I'm very picky.
Very
Okay,
picky.
okay.
So there isn't usually
Mine-
more than one person in a friend group that I'm like, I'm down.
Really?
Yeah.
My problem is I feel like the hot people kind of stick together.
They do.
They do,
sometimes,
but
and
like
I'm
I said-
I do want to fuck the whole friend group.
Period. And you should. And I want that for you.
Yeah.
And you should, and I want that for you.
It's like, where else am I gonna find a
All
hotter?
these people in
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, so many hot people in one cluster.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like bugs with a light.
Are you talking about our friend group specifically?
There's been multiple friend groups.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm the homie hopper, but
I wouldn't say that you're a
You
homie
fuck
hopper.
everyone at the same time?
it's group sex.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I do
different.
group sex.
It's different.
Yeah, that's why it feels like homie
But that's how
hopper.
it started.
Yeah, it started with group sex.
Yeah, and then it was like,
it's like,
bing,
oh, we
bing,
all had a
bing,
vibe.
bing, bing. Yeah.
Going back to your monogamous rhetoric, though,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that it's so much a rhetoric as like it's really hard to participate in casual sex with someone who's used to sex being an exclusive activity.
That's what I mean. Like with monogamous people, I'm not sure I could do it.
I
so much.
definitely wouldn't. I
Like-
definitely would not.
In kink spaces, in non-monogamy spaces, I find people are much better and more experienced at
Yes.
doing this. So it's like people just know how to behave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the difference between like being monogamous and being non-monogamous is that like I don't feel entitled to this person. I'm just feeling insecure in this dynamic right now and that's not their problem. Like I don't want to communicate this to you and then have you internalize it and then feel guilty in your extracurriculars. Like
Yeah.
I will communicate and I will take care of my own shit and all that.
Do you tell them that you feel jealous?
It's not jealousy so much as it's insecurity at the moment.
Do you tell them that you feel insecurity?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Good, good. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
checking in.
No. I simply cannot shut the fuck up. If I feel something, you're gonna hear about it.
If you see something,
Say something.
And I'm good at communicating too. And that's why I've come to realize is like, I don't want to sleep with the friend who can't communicate that to me. Like, I want to know that, like, if you are feeling jealous, I want to make sure you feel like you can come and tell me about that.
Yeah.
But it's so we can, like, talk about it, like,
Yeah.
diffuse the situation. For me, what sucks the most is, like, feeling like I'm getting iced out or ghosted by someone
100%.
after something like that happens and there's, like, no explanation.
100%.
Especially if it's, like, a meaningful friendship. I'm like, that really
Yes.
sucks.
And it's kind of hard not to sometimes. It's like
Yeah.
I don't want to become your problem,
Yeah.
but a good friend
Won't-
cares.
yeah,
and-
it's not a problem.
and won't sort of make it about themselves and is just
Shout outs to any friends that want to hook up with anybody in this table.
I want to hook up with Carmen.
Leave it in the comments below
Yeah.
if you want to see something happen.
Yeah.
You have to pay for it.
Yeah.
We're not doing it for free. Well, you can't watch for free. We might do it for free.
Back to the monogamy rhetoric. I will say I never slept with any of my friends until I was non-monogamous.
Being monogamous and sleeping with a friend is just being in a relationship. Like, what is a relationship if not like your best friend that you're having sex with?
What about the relationships where they're not having sex? Like, is sex the basis for a relationship?
No, not inherently. Not inherently.
Questioning things.
But I think if you're monogamous, you're not having sex with people who aren't your partner.
Well, unless you're like not in an exclusive dynamic, like if you're like dating around. Because I think that's like the part.
like just
Right.
dating people and hooking up. But
Yeah,
not in a
like if you're not
relationship yet.
exclusive yet with
Right, right, right.
someone. I don't know. And I think that's when the hookup could happen. But yeah, just like it never happened for me, I guess.
I feel like I need some definitions
Do tell.
on monogamous versus non-monogamous right now. Because
Okay.
if you're single and you're
Yeah.
hooking up,
Yeah.
are you still a monogamous person?
I think if your goal is a monogamous relationship, then you're a monogamous person. You know what I mean? You're just like you're dating.
I think that's the difference
Yeah,
because
it's
like
like being
monogamous people
single.
also like date around.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know fuck around.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's when you're single.
But when
quote,
you're
unquote.
single, quote unquote,
Yeah.
until you say, okay, I am committing to a relationship now. Now that's closed for everybody else.
Relationships can mean so many different things. Like we just did an episode on relationship anarchy, and Pat was saying like they don't want partners anymore. They only want friends. Some friends who I hook up with, some who I'm romantic with, some who I have both with, some who I'm just platonic with, and it's like I want to build life with whoever. But I don't know, like for everyone it's kind of different, I guess. If you're watching this episode and you're thinking open relationships do sound like the thing for me, but I just don't know where to start. Where do I go? How do I meet people? Where do I put my hands? I know exactly where you should put your hands, and it's on the dating app Field. That's actually where the two of us started exploring when we just opened up our relationship.
The dating landscape is riddled with alienating behaviors like mindless swiping and ghosting. It may seem inconceivable that anything else out there exists, but it does. You have options. Field, the dating app for the curious, is a space where open-minded people come to playfully explore each other and themselves. In the same way that entering a different room can bring out a different side of yourself, stepping onto Field may reveal new parts of yourself that you haven't met before. There's breathing room to explore your desires. Think relationship anarchy, cuddling, being a brat. And find communities that share your interests. Think D&D, tennis, zine making. Free from ads and completely independent, this is the space that draws curious, playful, open-minded people such as yourself. In connecting more deeply to yourself, it's possible to find your people and build the community that you've been looking for. Here's a little preview of what life is like on Field.
I used to think I was too femme to be dominant, too feminine to be anything but a woman, and too boxed in by labels that I never chose. But then I got on Field. Exploring ethical non-monogamy and kink there cracked something open in me, and I started playing with dominance and stepping into a side of myself that I'd always kept at an arm's length. By the end of the year, my gender and sexuality had shifted in ways I never saw coming, and I'm not the only one. 62% of Field members evolve their desires, identities, and interests within their first year on the app. When you're in a space with no expectations, no boxes to squeeze into, you get to see what's actually yours.
So get out your phone right now, go to the App Store or Google Play and download Field. That's spelled F-E-E-L-D. Thank you, Field, for sponsoring this episode. Does hooking up with your friends and being intimate with them feel like an inevitable part of queer friendship?
No.
Not no.
Not what? So yes. Explain more.
I'm gonna let Zhané go first.
I think there's a lot of dynamics where people might not even like intimacy in general, and they still have very fruitful queer friendships. I think about people who are on the ace spectrum and how they can also still have fruitful queer friendships.
Yeah.
I do think about people who grew up in a small town. So like when I moved, we moved to a small town, and it was like
Where'd you
Okay.
move from?
Yeah.
I moved from Toronto, but I was like the only out queer kid in like the entire community. It felt like so. It was like people were coming to me because like, okay, you're out and queer.
Right.
Can I ask you questions? Can I try things? It's like that felt like at the time it had to happen for queer friendships just because we didn't have anything else. Like we literally didn't have any other queer experiences other than me being the only queer
That's
kid.
why you
at a
control
show.
the town.
I
see.
did. Remember, I was running it like the Navy. That's why. That's why. But yeah,
I do think limited options is a part of it. Like the queer community is
Absolutely.
a small segment of the overall population. And then if you think about your specific attractions within that small segment, I don't know, sometimes it's going to overlap with your friendships.
trust, there's people that I slept with in high school that I definitely would never sleep with now. I'll just say that.
For me, though, like, intimacy isn't inherently sexual. And I think being a queer person and finding other queer people inherently is kind of an intimate experience. Like, you see a lot of found family in the queer community because you kind of grow up without a family that understands you. A lot of people, not everyone. I know me specifically, like, finding my people has been an incredibly emotional experience.
Yeah.
That sort of level of intimacy kind of just exists inherently and is to be expected. And I think a lot of people do confuse that with like romantic attraction or sexuality. And so I think the wires get crossed. And so I kind of do think it's inevitable, but not sort of in the way that like is intended, I guess.
You know, I can +1 to that because when sorry, corporate speak. When I was living in Toronto, my proximity to queerness was like way smaller than when I moved, which was crazy. A lot of my friends were straight, and I remember they always wanted to like hug me and touch me, and I was like, no, this is weird. Like, why do you want to do that? Versus once I found more queer people, I'm like, hugs, beige, oh my God, let me tie your shoe. Did you eat today? Like, yeah, that intimacy you're talking about just came when I was around more queer people.
I am like touchy and intimate with my straight friends, but I don't want to fuck them in the way that like I'm like,
but I feel like
there's a lot of pretty femme privilege that comes with that though.
Yeah, I could not be touchy.
Yeah,
with
like
any of my
I can't
straight
be
friends.
touchy with any like of my straight friends because they
Really?
would be like,
Oh, so you want to fuck? No.
Yeah.
You don't.
I feel touchy with my really close straight friends.
Okay.
It's like my straight man friends though, and like I'm bisexual, so it's like it could think that, but it's not like that.
100%.
It's not like that.
I've noticed in my experience when you're a pretty femme, which you are.
Might turn into a threesome.
When the cameraman gets involved,
Get the chair out.
Your
I'm
friends,
ready.
fuck next to your friends, whatever the fuck we're
All right,
calling
I'll
this
take
episode.
notes.
It's really just, this is about to be an orgy.
Can we get more people in here, actually?
It's like,
Can y'all come out
should
the
you
closet?
fuck your friends?
No.
It's like, should you fuck your friends? We're going to figure it out for you all
We're going to do
together.
a live social experiment, and we'll come back in 3 weeks with an update. Yeah.
No, I find that other people tend to be less apprehensive about being touched by a pretty femme than by any other demographic.
Really?
100%.
that is
That's something I know
true.
like intimately and like feel ways about sometimes.
Think about it. Pretty femme, straight man, fine. Pretty femme, gay man, fine. Pretty femme,
Pretty
straight
femme,
woman,
yeah,
fine. Pretty femme, yeah. Like,
Pretty femme mask.
they're like the common denominator of like,
So
Can you
fine.
explain like
Yeah.
what would be weird about it though? Like if you were to
patriarchy.
It's an uncomfortable kind of thing. Like you don't feel like it's a wanted sort of action. It doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't feel. I don't know. How would you?
I
explain
think it also goes into like that weird predatory mask trope.
Yes, 100%.
Like turning into the corner when girls are changing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I remember in middle school.
Oh, you're
I was
talking
probably-
specifically just with straight women or
No,
with
no, no.
straight men?
No.
like people in general.
Everyone.
Really, anyone that's
Yeah.
not.
I'm not touchy-feely with anyone I'm not very like intimately familiar with.
Oh, like I'm talking like these are like some of my best friends.
It's,
Like, I'm not doing
and
this with
isn't
strangers.
necessarily just about you.
Yeah.
Just. No, I'm
I'm like,
this
speak your
is a real
truth. I'm
thing.
on your
Yeah, like,
side.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm
I'm
just
like,
like,
no.
I'm trying to understand.
There's like an
Yeah.
insecurity in being masked and being perceived as masculine in kind of a toxic way that you don't really relate to.
right.
That
Like
sort
the
of that you grow
unconsensual.
up with. Like everyone knew I was gay before I did, and nobody wanted to be in the same change room as me or be anywhere near me, or like nobody sat on my lap during class. Nobody like girls in my school were taking baths together and like showering together after gym class. And
That
like
is wild.
it was a little gay, honestly.
It was very
The
gay.
homoeroticism of like straight people
What
is
do you
crazy.
mean you were
Bizarre.
naked together in a tub?
It's bizarre.
I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
as someone who did that, it's
Yeah.
typically like the closeted bisexual that's prompting it.
100%.
That's like, we should all kiss tonight.
100%. But like,
But then think about
feel
it, the
like
mask in the room is not going
the
to
mask in the room is not doing that,
Is.
and is definitely not initiating that.
Yeah, I think it is a patriarchy thing of what
I
you're
think,
experiencing
yeah.
is like the fear of toxic masculinity or of the perception.
I could never physically interact with like a woman in public the way that femmes interact with me in public.
Wait,
Like,
can you say more on that.
Like the
Say more
most
things.
the most the most recent one, I was outside of karaoke a couple weeks ago, and this woman who was
Gay.
very drunk, I thought she was friends with the people I was with, so I didn't say anything, but she was very inappropriate with me. She was calling me daddy. She put her hands on my chest.
Whoa.
Yep.
And I was like, I could like that's wrong, and a lot of people don't do it. But I feel like there's a safety in being a pretty girl,
Yeah.
a femme,
Right.
that like
You
you
could
kind
just
of
do
protect.
that.
You kind of
Yeah.
can just do that and get away with it. I was uncomfortable. I told her to stop, but nobody stopped her because
Right.
nobody perceived it as uncomfortable for me.
Yeah.
But if you were doing
But
it,
if I did that,
Right.
It would
I'm
look
getting
fucked
kicked
up.
out of the bar.
I
yeah,
think
people
that'd
would be like,
be-
"What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Is going on?"
Or if
Great
Amanda did
topic.
it,
Yeah.
yeah, fucked up.
No,
Right.
100%.
I've seen a lot of masks actually. One of my friends in New York has been dealing with the same issue
Yeah.
where they're becoming more of a public figure in the queer scene and they're getting all this unwanted, unsolicited like attention, flirting. Femme presenting people do not respect their boundaries and think just because they're masked, they can come and touch them and be like, "Oh my god, you're so hot. I want you to strap me and do this and do that." I was reading
wow.
someone my message request
Holy.
earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, yeah, they're like, I can't believe people just say that to you. I'm like, of course they do.
Yeah.
Because they think they are okay to do so.
We could do a whole episode on
No,
just,
I would
on
love to come back to just do that.
It's femme privilege is a
New
real thing.
episode topic unlocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It is also tied to this idea that like a man can't be sexually assaulted as well. Like people diminishing that. It's really tied to the same thing in this idea that men and then adjacent mass people always want sex and they always want sex with whoever, with you, like and like nothing can be unconsensual because they want everything.
It's become quite a problem.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
A quick trigger warning for this, but like, especially like DV, I see people where it's like trends on videos where like, femmes are like, "Oh yeah, if I ever see my mask do this, like I'm gonna punch him in the face." I'm like, you're gonna what?
Yeah.
Or like, comments like, "Oh my god, yeah, me too." I'm like, me too. Blocked, blocked.
Or women think they can do it to their male partners. I think it's because like there's a size difference. Like you think it's fine, but no, it's always messed up. It's always wrong to pass that line and be aggressive with a partner. Like, ooh.
But masks look gay. They have privilege. Every time I see that, I scream.
I mean, I think everyone in the like it's just like comparing minute details. Like everyone is gonna have privileges in some different ways, but then you're
100%.
always gonna have
100%.
disadvantages too. Like it's just like there's something for everything.
100%. And like even between Zhané and me, like I'm still a white mask. I have a very different experience than Zhané has, but we do both relate on this topic specifically.
So this next section that we want to jump into, quick flip, is how to navigate hooking up with your friends.
Wow, we got so off topic.
Sidetracked.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's okay. It was interesting. So this is actually like our number one audience question for this topic.
Okay, great.
How do you initiate making a move on your friend? Seems like everyone in the YouTube comments, because for our listeners, that's where, if you want to contribute to the episode, subscribe on YouTube and check the community section because we're always asking for your questions. But yeah, everyone's trying to make a move on their friends and they're like, how do I do it? I don't know how to do it.
Is it different than initiating and making a move on someone you're interested in?
I think yes.
Okay.
I think my friend just asked me straight up.
That's always the best way.
Honestly, yeah, to be honest, I also feel like if I'm to the point where I'm gonna ask somebody something, I've been like putting out testers.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta put out feelers.
I've
for
been
sure.
putting out feelers for some time.
I used to do cuddling feelers. I was like,
Yeah.
Interesting. Wait, go more into that.
Yeah.
Can you guys
say more?
For the audience, explain what the feelers are.
Okay, yeah.
the cuddling feelers, like, I was already feeling like, like we flirt with each other, you know, we don't kiss, but it's like the touch is always lingering and things like that. So one night we were cuddling and, you know, I was spooning them and then I was like tracing their stomach. I just kept tracing their stomach. And it was just like, is this okay?
Wait, did this get slutty?
Oh yeah, we had sex.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
I was
of
like,
course
that's
they
hot.
did. No, if you
Cute
said
or hot?
and then we stopped right there.
Here's the thing. They would shift and I'm like, is this But then they would shift back and I'm like, right.
Gotta throw the
That's-
ass back
yeah.
when
That
you're
is
cuddling if you want to fuck.
And then before I was like, hey, is this okay before anything
Yeah.
actually happened? Because like you get to the waistband, like what else are you gonna do?
It's actually really
It's
hot.
actually,
Hot
I
for
think,
you.
one of my favorite hookups ever. It was
It's
great.
gotta be.
Oh, wow.
That's a
That's
great.
great.
That's a
And
great
with a
story.
friend.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And with a friend.
Maybe I'll.
Nothing
you
got
know
weird
what?
after?
I don't
I'm
know,
texting. I'm
Sid. I
texting
don't
the group
know.
chat after this, letting everybody know that we're gonna have a sleepover individually. And, then, and if it happens,
You get
it
Monday,
happens.
you get Tuesday, you get Wednesday. I'm busy Thursday.
And checks their phone Thursday. Interesting.
You get a Google Calendar invite. Hold.
No,
Hold.
I literally just booked Carmen for the whole week. Anyways.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh my god.
library book. I'm like checking Carmen out.
And you're just extending your time. You come back like, I want to recheck it out right
check it
now.
out. Check it
Sorry,
out.
Carmen, are you available Monday through Friday to
Take it home.
We actually have a line. Other people want to read it. I don't care.
I think personally, if I was
really interested in this book.
it's a very interesting book. Really pretty cover.
Wow.
And the inside's amazing.
I'm getting warm.
I can't believe I just high-fived you over there.
really warm.
Wow. No, I love watching Mask for Mask. Okay,
Yeah.
can I bring us all back to the conversation?
Yeah, sorry.
How
go
do you
ahead.
put your feelers out? We're back on the question of how
Right.
do you initiate and make a move on your friend?
For myself, when I put feelers out, it's a lot of eye contact. I am giving them compliments. I'm seeing how they receive
They looked
it.
at me when they said that. Did you see that?
I'm taking notes.
I am not shy about complimenting somebody.
We know.
I'm always like,
Yeah,
if-
we're aware. We all saw it
Sorry,
happen.
I'm done.
Sorry.
We're done.
Yeah.
everybody has their own style. Some people like to bully other people.
I hate
I
that.
love
I'm
that.
not-
I
Thank
do
you.
that
No
all the
bullying.
time. Yes.
I'm not one
Yeah,
to bully.
no, I like to be worshipped.
Period.
The fuck? I bully myself enough. I don't need your help.
Yeah, so for me, like giving people compliments, being in close proximity to them, touching consensually, of course, seeing how they react to it, of course.
Babe, please.
Don't get any ideas. It's consensual. If they're reacting really well to like the touching, to the compliments, to the
Yeah.
physical distance, to the everything, like then I know, like I'm getting a hint that I can put something else out there.
I think the problem is because I've had some friends where they can't take a hint.
Oh really?
Yeah,
And
I'm like,
that's-
I
oh,
just
yeah,
do
that
that
is
with
true.
my friends
Yeah.
in general, to
Eh,
be honest.
My problem is some people don't understand that nuance of like the hints
Versus being nice.
versus just being nice. and
Like,
just
I
being
have very
friendly.
romantic, slutty friendships.
I don't like when someone is not getting the hints.
Because then I don't want to continue. Like if you're not
I'm
being
feeling a little
straightforward.
uncomfortable. And then sometimes when it's like so direct, I feel bad hurting your feelings.
See, for me, I don't think I would be in this situation unless I thought it could be something serious. So I don't think any of my like come-ons would be inherently sexual. I would just be like, hey, I think I have feelings for you. Do you want to go on a date? Like, for real.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
cute.
adorable.
I think the problem is sometimes too is when you have this vision in your head that you really want to hook up with someone else, you need to remember that that other person may not be sharing that vision.
Oh, absolutely.
You
Yeah,
know?
no, 100%.
And I think that can also be like these parasocial relationships that some
Mm,
people
don't get
have
me
with
started.
influencers. The thing is, I think they can happen on small scales as well.
Yes.
And that's where I think this disconnect can happen where you're not actually reading someone, you're just playing into your own fantasy.
Yeah,
Right.
And that's
100%.
where what's really important to do, especially when it's like around friendships,
Yeah.
is make sure you're checking in is like, what is just my fantasy? Because like I've had crushes on people, but then it's like, if this person is not giving me any energy, turn it off.
Yeah.
Like
Don't force it.
there's nothing
Yeah.
happening there, so stop.
Yeah.
When you first meet somebody, especially if they're like an internet personality,
Yeah.
you have this like idea of who they are in your
Yeah.
head. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Take that idea out of your head.
Most of us are not who we are on the internet. Like, that's just a facet of our personality.
I'm like nerdier IRL.
Yeah, like,
I'm a little
Yeah.
troll.
That's why I put it out there. I'm a shy guy.
Leave me alone.
It's okay. You know,
I'm just wearing a skin suit.
I completely missed that. This next one's also an audience question. Hooking up with friends happens while you're under the influence. I guess this is true
Does
for
it?
them.
A
This is
lot of the time.
a lot of the
does.
time it
Okay.
can. Can we talk about the complexities of consent when you're intoxicated? Can you tell if a friend may be giving coerced or unwilling consent?
Are you guys ever intimate outside of this setting, or is it only
Oh, that's a good point.
when you're
That
in
is a
this
good
setting? Because then
question.
you
Great
should question
question.
why you both need to be inebriated in the first place in order
Yeah.
to reach this point.
Mm-hmm.
For me, majority of the times where I've like gotten to that place with friends, we have been some semi under the influence of something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it
And
is liquid courage,
It makes things like looser.
but usually.
Sorry, tell us more
Sorry,
about
what?
that.
What's
Tell us about you loosening
no,
up.
I just mean like it makes you not think as much. Like it makes you, I don't know, and it makes especially MDMA it makes you feel like really like close and lovey with people, and then with alcohol like it just makes you like not think about things and the repercussions of your actions.
right.
You know.
But usually for me, the flirting starts prior to.
there's pre-tension, of course.
Yeah.
There's tension that was
So
happening
like
before.
this
but
is
then
just like taking it like a little bit.
it's what makes you cross that
more
line.
forward.
I can't speak to this on like a friend perspective, but like in a general like hooking up in a like kind of an intoxicated setting, like at a bar or on a first date and you decide to go get drinks or whatever. I'm always sober. So I'm able to gauge the situation fairly well. And you know when someone's into you.
Yeah.
Right? Like if someone's making the first move. Also, like there's a limit to how intoxicated they can be to where I'll even accept their consent. Like
That's true. Yeah,
like
if
you
they're
have
too
to be
fucked,
completely
there is no
coherent. You have to
consent.
be like buzzed and having fun. Like
Yeah.
if you're absolutely trash, nothing is
If you
happening.
couldn't pass a breathalyzer, you can't.
Yeah.
You take out your breathalyzer here, bro.
Walk in a straight line right now and recite your ABCs backwards.
Bro, I can't do that. I don't know if I'm just like have a learning disability. I can't do it backwards. I can't do it sober.
The ABCs?
Yeah, can all of y'all do that
No,
backwards?
honestly, I
fast.
can't.
I'm not
You're
fast.
slow.
I could think about it.
Yeah. My number one fear is not being able to recite my ABCs.
Yeah.
Because I started drinking this year. But every time I drink, every drink I have, I sign the the alphabet to make sure I can still do it. So I'll like take a drink.
Oh, that's
In your head?
No, I'm signing
sign
it.
it.
You can sign it?
Yeah. Every time I'm like, I gotta keep going.
This is
and if I can't do it, I'm
crazy.
like, no more drinks.
if it's your first time initiating with someone
Mm-hmm.
or like engaging in something sexual with someone and there's substances involved, I say there's a very, very low bar for how intoxicated they can be before pursuing that. If it's someone you've like been hooking up with and you guys have like an agreement or like verbalized standing consent or you guys are experimenting with substances, like that's a little bit different. But if it's your first time engaging sexually with someone, there's only so fucked up they can be.
Yeah.
yeah.
What I have learned from the experiences that I have had is I won't initiate something when I'm drunk past the makeout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if we go into a night where substances are involved and maybe that's going to happen with someone I'm flirting with, I'm going to have a conversation with you beforehand where we talk about like, is this okay? Like, what are we going to do tonight?
Oh yeah, I
You
definitely
know?
had
That's
nights
a
out
great
where I'm
idea.
like, I
Yeah.
want to get drunk and I want us to have like a drunk makeout session, or I want to get drunk and hook
Yeah.
up because I've never experienced it before. Can you like help me that? And I always fall asleep, so it never matters.
Oh,
I always fall asleep. I've never had drunk sex. I'm like in the bed right after.
I had drunk sex the other night and it was great.
Really?
I'm so
Until
jealous.
The ceiling started spinning.
Until you're
and
fucking
that was
hungover.
great.
And then you're like,
Great. That
it's
was
over.
nice.
Anytime that I've even been like trashed,
Yeah.
the most drunk that I can be, I've still never like
I've
done
never
anything.
fucked someone I
I've
didn't want to
never-
fuck because I was under the influence.
I
Never.
hate when people are like, "Oh yeah, I went to bed with like a 10 and I woke up with a 6." How did you do that?
I literally,
How did that
It's
happen?
like drunk eyes. Like people look hotter. It's the same at work.
oh,
It's just
I
like,
see.
I don't know.
I see.
You're a little intoxicated and you're like making bad decisions. Like, you just make decisions that you
Making
wouldn't
bad
have made.
decisions.
See, I can't relate to that.
Yeah, I don't go into drinking me like I'm gonna make
Maybe
a
this
bad
is the
decision
wrong
tonight.
panel to ask this question.
Maybe
to.
it might
is.
be.
It's
Yeah.
okay, the two sober people. We're like, never
We're
happens to me.
slutty, but we're wholesome.
I mean,
Anyways.
this is why I like kind of stopped
Slutty and
drinking.
sober.
And like this is
Yeah.
like the person that like wants like a friendship first, like before they hook up
You're
with anybody.
so
Yeah, I'm just also-
Yeah, I mean, I've had sex with a lot of people drunk and I've regretted it after. And that's kind
Really?
of why, yeah, like, you know, like the scaries after you like wait, you guys wouldn't
The
know that.
scaries?
Yeah, like
What the fuck's a
I don't.
scaries?
So it's called like the Sunday scary. So like you wake
Whoa,
up
wait a
after.
minute. This is a real thing?
Yeah, let me explain it.
Okay.
Hold on. So you go out on Saturday, you get really drunk, you kind of like brown out / blackout. Brown out is when it's like
Brown
in and
out?
out.
What is brown?
Brown
It's like
out?
when it comes in and out. You know what I mean? Like
But
your memory.
Can we call it gray
Sorry,
out? This is
The
brown
brown,
out makes me think, like,
the
brown
brown
out.
comes in and out.
No,
That's
that's
all I
right.
heard.
Are you talking about me?
I'm coming in now.
Shush panel. So it's electricity turns. A blackout is when the power's fully out.
Can we call it a gray out?
A brown out is when the electricity comes in and
That's
out.
a gray out.
These are actual terms.
I don't like
Trades.
them.
Regretting sex.
Anyways.
Scary Sundays.
Anyways, yes.
Yeah, there's like this term, and a lot of people do have it who drink a lot, but none of y'all have experienced that very much.
Wait, are you sober too?
No, I'm not sober, but like
She was kind of a dork in high school.
Oh, you're kind of a dork now, but it's hot and
Some things
sexy
don't
now.
change.
But yeah, having sex with someone and regretting it later, it feels like really icky. Like you, especially if you barely remember the hookup and it kind of feels like sexual assault.
Yeah.
In terms of like coerced consent or unwilling consent, like you really need to take into consideration, like, is someone sober enough to give you consent?
I think if somebody's
And-
flirting with you under the influence, try it like when they're sober and see if like the vibe's still there.
Because the courage is
100%.
there, so maybe they just need the nudge now when you're
Yeah.
sober, and you
Yeah.
know the vibes are there. They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
And I think that's also speaks to why you're still friends and things are normal between all of your friends, because
we're
none
all-
of these were drunk decisions.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of the time, like, I think this person is right. A lot of the time, hooking up with your friends because of the liquid courage, you're making decisions that maybe neither of you would have fully done
Yeah.
sober. How do you maintain a platonic vibe once intimacy happens? Sexual intimacy.
You dab them up right after.
You high five
It's
and
like-
you say, "Good one,
Bro,
bro."
that was great. Don't start calling them like pet names and stuff. Don't be, oh my god, my baby, my luscious, that was so perfect.
My
My
snookums.
luscious.
my little schnookums. Even though like you can go back to that platonic vibe after, there's things that I'm not skipping. If I'm having sex with someone, like there's always gonna be the aftercare aspect. And then I'm like, all right, bro, what do you want for dinner? Or, oh,
Yeah.
I got a jet. I got laundry to do. You know,
Yeah.
something like that. But
Yeah, or being like, "So
love
what
you
are
so
we?"
much.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad I can be so deep and intimate with you now.
Yeah.
That shit would be
Oh,
weird.
wow.
I think it's
I'm
like
a
don't
very
make
affectionate person, so I just kind of do that anyway.
No, that's fine. But like, you know, like when there's someone you're not fucking with, and then they're like, I love you so much.
Well, yeah, I don't love that.
Yeah, so
personally.
that's the type of vibe I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
These are my like weird takes. No eye contact during the sex.
No,
Like don't really like make eye contact.
Wait a minute.
Like not like deep loving eye contact. Like maybe like back shots with your eyes.
wow. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like back shots are more intimate. Why am I grabbing onto you?
I'm like, I can see your butthole.
Don't do like missionary.
I'm like, oh, did you clean? Okay, yeah, you're
How
good.
much more intimate can you get?
Like, I feel like back shots are more intimate.
Why is seeing your butthole the most intimate thing?
It's your butthole. Like, what the fuck is your butthole?
The connections in the eyes for you, the connections in the anus.
And
The butthole is where you feel
there's
intimacy?
windows to the soul for everyone who can see.
That's crazy.
Because think about it.
The
A
window
lot
to
of
the
people,
soul
when
is
they
in your
have
butthole.
sex, anal is like the step up, right? Like, for a lot of people, like, it's like they don't start off with, well, it depends.
I know some real freaks.
Like, for a lot of people, I thought it was like, anal was like a tree. Like, oh my
First
God,
base.
we're going to try anal. Like, we're gonna train, we're going to lube it up. So it's
I
like,
think people just don't start with it because it's a lot of work.
it is.
It's a lot of preparation,
Yeah,
but
a
I
lot
don't
of
think it's
prep.
because it's so. I
It
don't
is-
think it's because your
it
butthole
is-
is a window to your soul.
It doesn't matter. You're in a skin suit.
You don't even have a butthole.
You're literally a zipper at the back. Sorry, but yeah, back shots crazy. And like, what if they're arch as shit? You know, like, how am I supposed to tell you're arch as shit as your friend?
You should push it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
just like-
you hear.
At the beginning of the podcast, when Em called me grandpa, it did remind me of a time that I was having sex with someone I was very in love with and in a relationship with, and they were on top of me and my hip cracked, and they were like, "Okay, grandpa," and I was like,
No,
"Get off of me!
yeah,
I'm not-
sex is
that's
over.
a mood killer.
This is
Yeah.
over. We can try again in like 20 minutes. Don't ever call me that again." Anyways.
That's not my name.
Okay, I'm gonna say I think there's other ways to keep things platonic as well, and I agree. Like, I'm jumping into it.
That's what we were talking about.
Don't look in their eyes or their butthole.
You know what the butthole thing too is? I've had sex with a lot of girls where they're like, "Don't look at my butt."
Like
I've-
the hole or
yeah,
the
they're
wole
like, "Don't
butt?
look at my butthole."
I've had someone tell me I have a cute butthole.
And I do appreciate a cute butthole.
I love a butthole
right?
when it's
like,
cute.
I
Yes.
had some girls like, "Oh my god, your butthole's so cute."
No.
And they're like, what the fuck? I'm like,
Truly,
yeah.
some people just have really cute buttholes.
I was
and
embarrassed
it's-
with my butthole, but now I'm not.
No.
Because before I was like, don't look
know
at my
what it is?
butthole, but
See?
then I'm like,
That's probably the.
Yeah, but that's why it's so. You're like we can fuck and you can like have your face in my pussy, but don't look at my butthole. It's intimate.
You get it now?
It is very cute. A cute
Yeah.
butthole.
It's like a
Yes.
pucker.
I'm done with you, bro. Don't invite me back.
yeah, okay. Moving on. I think the answer was just make it casual. But
Yeah.
be sure that you're still doing
So
aftercare.
yeah,
Moving
like
on.
for me personally, I'm like just be normal.
Yeah.
So like for me, normally I'm a very affectionate person. So
Yeah.
when I'm hooking up with people, I'm still very affectionate towards them.
How do you just be normal?
Like, don't do something that you wouldn't have done if we didn't have sex.
Yeah.
Right.
I have a heavy flow, and it's actually super annoying when I go to bed with a tampon in or a Diva cup, and I wake up to a bloody mess because it's leaked everywhere. Now, period underwear like Isle has actually been such a huge game changer for me because now I can get a restful sleep and wake up without any mess.
Today's episode is brought to you by Isle, the original period underwear company. Proudly queer-owned, Isle has been leading the way in sustainable period care since 1993, redefining what period products can do for you and the planet for nearly 3 decades.
Let's talk about their Boost Boxer. Now, this is a period underwear like you've never experienced before. The Boost Boxer is a reliable, comfortable, and inclusive style option for everybody. Yes, everybody. Whether you're on the go, working from home, or looking for overnight protection that you can count on, this boxer brief is designed to move with you.
So what makes it so special, you might ask? First, it's made with sustainable fabrics that are breathable and leak-proof, so you stay comfortable and dry all day long. It's made for the heaviest of flows. The leak-proof gusset is sewn from the front of the waistband all the way to the back, while the removable boost liner lets you customize your absorbency level, giving you extra protection when you need it most. And unlike some other reusable period products, the Boost Boxer is PFAS-free and designed to keep you feeling fresh with no leaks.
And as if the underwear wasn't good enough, another reason why we love Isle so much is because they are a certified B Corp. That means that they're held to some of the highest standards for social and environmental responsibility. It's period care that you can feel good about, literally and figuratively.
So why settle for less when you can have it all? Inclusive styles, comfort, sustainability, and performance. Head to periodisle.com and use code QueerCollective for 15% off. Isle, sustainable period products for every body.
Thank you, Isle, for sponsoring this episode.
In what ways should someone approach hooking up with a friend to best avoid problems arising?
To avoid problems in terms of sex ever, just really open and honest communication, especially when you're afraid to. That is the most imperative time. Don't sugarcoat things, don't dumb things down. Like, really just lay it all out there and let the other person respond how in a way that's true to themselves.
Yeah. I had a friend who, when we were playing video games, would flirt with all the time, right? And then when they came to visit, they're like, are we going to have sex? And I was like, no. And then I was like, that was it. And then they never asked again. We continued to flirt, but then that expectation or that thought was like, okay, well, I got the answer, and now I can just continue to do what we do with, like, no, oh my God, like, maybe one day it's going to happen. So, like, that directness really helps.
What does aftercare look like when you're hooking up with your friends? Because I think, like, in a romantic scenario, like, it can look like a lot of intimacy. It can look like cuddling and, like, the snooky booky.
Yeah. Snooky booky.
No, I cuddle.
Stare
I give
deeply into the
praise.
butthole.
I'll give you water. I'll feed you.
Yeah, it's like
We
a
can
puppy.
watch a show.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the same.
Take you for a
It's
walk.
Exactly the same. And it's based on what the individual person needs.
How do we gently de-escalate a situation when we're hooking up with a friend and it starts to go beyond what we want?
Like, they're doing it, and you're like, ooh, hold your horses.
Yeah, like we want to de-escalate.
I mean, the last time that happened to me, I literally went, actually, I think I'm done. And he went, okay. I went, cool. I'll see you in the morning. And then we went fishing. So I think it's still direct.
This was your story in the last podcast.
Yeah, exactly. I need to text that guy. I'm going to text him right after this. Like, dude, what are you up to? But we were having sex. This is also when I was still figuring out that penetration wasn't for me. I was like, I think I just initiated because I was low-key bored. And the movie was good, but I was like, but like, what if? And then we were having sex, and I was like, no. And I was like, yeah, bro, I don't think this is
The
did it for
movie's
me.
better.
Yeah. And then I think we did finish the movie, and then I went to bed, and the next day we went fishing.
So I was in a position where I was feeling like I didn't want to continue it, and I was uncomfortable with the concept of letting this person down. And I also wasn't sure. I was like, there could be a time where I do want to continue this. And then it just kind of went on for months, and I didn't communicate at all.
Oh, that's bad.
And then this person not necessarily had feelings for me, but had stronger feelings for me than I had. And they kind of ended up getting their heart broken.
Yeah.
So they had feelings for you.
They did, but I phrased it as them being in love with me, and they disputed that, and that's fair.
I see. Okay.
And it ruined the friendship, like 100%, and I regret it to this day. But if I could go back and redo it, I would have told them immediately, because I started seeing someone who then became my partner, and I was obsessed with them, and I wasn't really interested in anyone else at the time.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be honest about that with that person. Yeah. And I think it ended up hurting them more in the long run that I didn't communicate to them because they were holding on for like months. Like just have a really honest conversation.
Yeah,
I think
conversations
for
sure. I feel like I would taper off first of like if we're having like intimate sort of physical connections or anything like that. I would taper off that first.
Silently?
Yeah, just like do it less and see if they get the hint. If they don't get the hint,
oh, that's terrible.
Then
that would
honestly,
personally that would drive me crazy.
I feel like I would. That's genuinely like I'm just being like realistic.
No,
like of course, I think that you should have a conversation with people and just be like honest with them. I think if I'm being like super realistic about like my initial like reaction, I think I would probably taper off of it first because like in my head, it takes a while for me to conclude to things. So like as I'm tapering off, I'm like asking myself, do I want this to continue? Do I not want this to continue? Like I'm trying to like, I'm like having discussions with myself. Yeah. And then if I come to the conclusion of like, no, this is like not something that I want to continue, then I would have a conversation with them.
I've definitely done both of these things, but it was like, I had that conversation first where I was like, it feels like you want something that I can't give you, and out of respect for you, I need you to know like this is my boundary with this, and then you can slowly taper off depending on like if they're like, okay, no, this is fine, like I can respect that boundary. Can we do this instead? Or if you know that they do have really intense, strong feelings for you, that's when you like taper off completely because I don't want to hurt you.
And there's nothing wrong with taking a break or taking space. Like life is short, but it's also very long. And like a couple months alone will do you some good.
Yeah. This is actually something I personally really struggle with, and I've been trying to unpack why. Like, I struggle with letting people down or even being able to decide what I want in a situation. I don't know if it's like an inability to make a decision. Like, when someone asks me for my consent, sometimes I'm like, I freeze a little bit because I don't know what I want. Yeah. Sometimes it's like I'm not wanting to let the person down. I'm not wanting to hurt their feelings, but also I don't know what I want, and it's really fucking weird.
Yeah. I feel like then you go slowly. You're like, we start with this.
That's what I'm learning to do is like go slower rather than like
nothing's
just
all
push
or
my own
nothing.
boundaries.
And honestly, you can kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah. And I'm learning that I can also be honest about that fact. It's like, to be honest, like I actually don't know what I want right now. Yeah. But like I would appreciate if we just go slowly and like that would feel better.
Or even take 5. Like you just walk around and be like, okay, I came back. Like, I do want to. Do actually know I don't think I'm in the mood right now.
Need to check in with myself.
No, I've been doing that a lot lately, actually, when people do something that, like, hurts my feelings, and I'm immediately just like, no, it's fine. I understand why you did it. And then I don't really process how it actually made me feel, and then I'm mad about it a couple days later. It's always okay to just stop, be like, this made me feel this way. This is what I want. This is how I feel, and take it as slowly as you possibly
I think I'm learning that because when someone asks me a question, I feel put on the spot, and I feel like I have to answer right away, but you don't have to. Like an answer can sometimes be, give me a second.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
1 minute.
Sure.
The next thing we want to get into is a little role play game. We're going to talk scenarios.
Am I role playing with Carvin? Or
and at the live?
I was kind of thinking y'all would role play with each other.
That's fine.
Scenario number 1. You're out dancing with your friend who you've had a low-key crush on for a while now, and they're looking like an absolute snack tonight. You've been thinking about making out with them for longer than you want to admit, and tonight you're really wanting to make the first move, but you don't want to make things weird if she isn't feeling the same way.
I'll let you pick.
Oh my gosh, this has literally happened to me. Okay,
you're
where's the
dancing,
music?
I'm dancing? Okay.
I just want to know you look fucking fantastic tonight.
Thank you.
Like, you look so good. And anyone here would be lucky to leave with you, but it looks like that's going to be me. So I was wondering, do you want to kiss?
You're going to make me blush for real, and that's going to be so embarrassing.
Would you be that direct with your friend?
I have asked my friends that.
That's hot.
I have asked my friends that.
That's good. That's good.
Like, when my friends are looking fine, I'm like, right. Meet me in the washroom right now.
Okay, let's play out Syd doesn't want it, though.
Thank you. You also look gorgeous. I don't want to fuck.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Let's dance.
Do you think you're a better dancer than me?
I know I'm a better dancer.
You're literally not. Okay, middle of the dance floor. Let's
bend
go.
Over.
Bend over. Can you even take this? Right. That's what I thought.
Here we go. That's how you do
And
consent.
there you go. Yeah.
Scenario number 2 is you don't want to continue hooking up. Last month, you went out with your friends and you must have been ovulating because you were feeling yourself and everybody wanted a piece. Yes, thank you for the sound effects. You ended up playfully making out with a few of your friends. You had a great time, but now when you're in going out settings, you're feeling the strong desire from one of your friends to make out every single time. and even a sense that they want to go beyond that.
I've been
You've tried dropping subtle hints, but they aren't getting the message. You are having a hard time letting them down because they're your friend and you don't want to make them feel bad or make things uncomfortable.
I hit them with the sorry, the kissing factory's closed. You can check back next
You're
week.
so cute.
Like you played it off as a little joke, because then they'll get the hint.
But
like,
what if you're like making out with other people in front of them?
well,
That's too bad. I can do what I want with my evening. I mean, I feel like that's different if it's someone you're in a dynamic with.
No.
But if
okay,
this is just like a friend you've hooked up with one time and they're like, I don't want to kiss, and then they go and kiss someone else, I think that's
Yeah.
okay.
Like that happened to me where I asked a friend to kiss. They said no, and then I seen them kiss someone else, and so I just also kissed someone else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Go find someone else to have fun with, I guess.
I was gonna be like, oh shucks, you want to kiss me?
yeah.
We're at a club.
Yeah.
There's 5,000 other sexy people here.
So we're gonna role play it. One of y'all is the friend that like isn't getting the hints, and they keep asking to like make out.
You look really hot. Would you like to make out? I've been thinking about us making out because we used to make out.
I mean, I loved when we made up, but I don't think I'm in the makeout mood tonight.
Great. Let's dance.
No, you're not supposed to say.
Bend over. Show me a booty hole.
Let me gaze into your soul through your butthole.
Yeah. Let's say time passes. 30 minutes go by. Maybe an hour goes by. They come back and they're like, I really want to kiss you
I
tonight.
really want to kiss you tonight. You look so good. I'm so attracted to you. You're such a good kisser. Can we make out?
You know what? I always love when you compliment me, but listen, there are so many other girls I've seen had eyes on you tonight. Maybe you should kiss them.
That was really good.
That was
really
good. Yeah.
This is literally for us because we're just like not good at telling people to say no. Yeah, I'm like, please teach me.
Or you be like, oh, I have a friend who's down.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you have bad breath. Like, I have a friend, though.
Yeah.
And there's so many things you can, like, if
That's
you're not
good.
someone who can be direct, you can always deflect.
Right.
Interesting.
You're like, oh, you know, I've been feeling
I like
really
this.
queasy all night. Like, I don't
Yeah.
really want to do that right now.
I don't like that. Me personally, I don't like being on the receiving end of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Of
if I find
the-
out that's not true, then I feel stupid and it hurts my feelings.
Right.
Yeah.
Be
I would
truthful.
very
Be
rather-
truthful.
I would rather you like tell me up front to my face like you respect me
Mm-hmm.
than like make up some fib because you think I'm a baby who can't handle it.
Mm.
That's
people
me
are babies.
personally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not you, though.
No, not me. I find enthusiasm very attractive.
Yeah.
It's obviously mandatory, but like
Mhm.
if I'm excited about something and I want to engage in it with you and I ask you and you're not as excited as I am, that's like an ick
don't
to
wanna
me.
do-
I'm not
same.
I'm like, why don't you like I'm hot. Why aren't you excited about this?
It should be
like,
an ick for everyone. Like this is the enthusiastic consent that we were talking about. Is
Yeah.
like someone should really be excited to do this.
like-
and if they're saying maybe later,
Yeah.
that should be your cue.
Yeah. Like maybe later what? Like when I'm drunker, if I can't
Yeah,
find someone
what?
else to go home with, like, no, I'm good. Thanks. I'll go find someone else.
Say I've put myself out on the limb for someone.
Mm-hmm.
I would then say if someone says maybe later, I'd say, okay, come find me if like you're interested.
Yeah.
That's a
Mm.
great
If you're
answer.
interested, then
Yeah.
like
Because
let
now the
me know.
ball is in your court.
That's a
Let me
great
know.
answer.
I've
no
already
longer have to keep
pursued.
pursuing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one is a post hookup ice out.
Mm.
You've always had a very touchy and intimate relationship with your best friend. Lately, you've been giving each other compliments that feel a little more loaded than either of you want to admit. One night, you go out as a group, yourself and one of your partners, and them and their partner. After a night of hot dance floor makeouts and telling each other how much you value the friendship on the curb outside the venue, you end up having group sex. Not on the curb, at home.
Oh. I was like,
Thank you. I needed that.
period.
Again, my grammar is
It's
just
like-
really bad. It was super hot. You thought it was fun and a casual thing, but in the weeks after, things are feeling different. Your friend is being distant and weird, and there's no more texting, no more invites, just silence. The friendship feels like it's dying.
Oh.
What do we do?
I had this happen to me. Like,
Yeah?
Did you really?
Yeah. Where it's like, are you okay? Like, did I do something wrong? Like, obviously
Mhm.
going with that intention, like, can we talk? Like, is
Yeah.
there something wrong? Is there something happening to you? It just found out there's like miscommunication
Mm.
where they were like, oh, you obviously are no longer, interested in doing those things with me. And I was like, oh, you're obviously no longer interested in doing those things with me as well. Because, yeah, they were sleeping with other people. And I was like, okay, so are we still doing this or are we not doing this anymore? And we both realized, oh, wait, no, we're just not communicating. Like, that was the issue. We were not communicating.
Like both of you were just waiting for the other person to text you first?
Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
It came to a point where I was like, hanging out, obviously because we're still hanging out, and they were saying how they were sleeping with someone new. And I was like, why am I finding out about this now?
Yeah, don't love that.
Like, oh, do you want to keep seeing this person? Like, does that mean we're not going to sleep with each other anymore? Because, like, I don't want that. And they're like, oh, you don't want that? I thought you did want that. because you weren't being intimate. It's like, oh, I wasn't being intimate because you weren't being intimate. So it's just
so it's sometimes miscommunication.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've had situations like this when I've hooked up with somebody and I'm starting to see the warning flags from when someone's going to act like this. It's like, it's typically someone who isn't a very good communicator, you know? And you can see warning signs of that. It's like in the consent practice, you know what I mean? Like if they're not very good at like clearly communicating during consent or talking about like what they want out of the dynamic, I'm like, okay, I don't feel like you can process your feelings in a way that is going to be conducive to us having a like platonic hookup scenario.
Yeah.
But what would y'all do if someone starts icing you out, but you do care about the friendship?
I'm a caller.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm a, this feels weird. Do you have any time this week? I would like to come over.
Yeah.
Like I have donuts for you.
Donuts.
Like not everyone has equal capacity all the time. So if this person is like feeling away, having anxiety, uncomfortable, you know, maybe going through their own shit, it's okay to like take on a little bit more of the emotional labor and just be like, I'm gonna fix this.
Yeah.
It can't be like that all the time. That's not healthy. But I have no issue like calling up a friend and being like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, play it out. Zhané, I want you to be like really avoidant.
What's up, babe?
Oh, nothing, you know, just same old.
Cool. I haven't heard from you since our date last week.
Oh, I've been so busy with work. Like I've just been like so immersed in stress. I
Yeah?
haven't really had time.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You know, just, you know, stupid bitch at work, those things.
Oh, yeah? Which one?
All of them. Every single one. Yeah, and, you know, like, I've just been trying to find more time for myself because, you know, I've been, like, giving my energy to so many people.
Okay. I understand that you have your own life and it comes with its own challenges. Also, I've been feeling like you've been a little distant lately, and I'm not sure if those two things are related or if it's personal, but I would love to talk about it whenever you have time and capacity.
And, like, yeah, like, I don't want you to worry and, like, you know, like, I don't want to, like, meddle with your day. So, like, it's really not a big deal.
It feels like a big deal to me. So I would love to talk about it again as soon as you have time and capacity, because I know you're also dealing with your own personal life. So.
All right, well, I'll let you know.
Okay. When?
You're so good at being avoidant.
You're killing me. When?
Yeah, like, do you think you have time tomorrow night?
I'd have to check my calendar and get back to you.
For tomorrow night.
It annoys the shit out of me when someone acts like that.
The problem is that I'm very persistent. I don't care.
I'm not even fucking avoidant, and I'm like, holy shit, I want to be like, yes, I'm free.
I used to do door-to-door sales. Like, I will get an answer out of you eventually.
You're too funny. I mean, like, yeah, I think I can squeeze some time in tomorrow.
I would appreciate that. I would like to feel like this is as important to you as it is to me. So
8 p.m.
Penciled it.
I'm like, look at Zhané and I doing like friendship repairs at the moment, and this is our first time hanging out.
I love it.
And we're locked in.
We already have such a healthy dynamic.
Right?
That's so
It's
great. I
amazing.
love that for us.
Okay, this is our last scenario.
Okay.
We agreed on casual, but you're acting like a partner. You and your best friend have gotten awfully close lately. You just got out of a breakup, and she's really been there for you. She's over most nights keeping you company, cuddling while watching movies, has slowly turned into making out, which escalated to the occasional full-blown hookup. It's actually been really nice for you to be in connection with someone who you can trust and feel comfortable with. However, despite having been clear that you aren't looking for a relationship and only see her in a platonic way, you're feeling a bit of a shift. Things are starting to feel a little coupley. She's sending good morning texts, cutesy reels, and she seems a little jealous and bothered by the people I'm chatting to on dating apps.
I think you have to be the romantic because you're the she.
I mean, you can change the pronouns. It doesn't matter.
I was listening to that and I was like, well, it's not me.
Yeah.
So
Oh, how did your date go with Jasmine?
it went really well.
Yeah?
I had a great
I
time.
don't know. I get a weird vibe from her.
Okay. Like what?
I just feel like if she came over, like, she would probably, like, mess up your kitchen. You know, like, she wouldn't know to, like, do the dishes the way you like, or, like, that you need the milk a certain way in the fridge. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, she could obviously learn it, but I just don't think that she could.
No, I hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, only time will tell, right? Like if our relationship, I guess, develops into something more, then I'll be able to sort of see that for myself.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I mean, like,
Yeah,
if you have any problems, though, like, obviously, as your friend, like, let me know. Because I wouldn't want someone fucking up my kitchen, and I don't want anyone fucking up yours. And, like, I'm not going to lie, I've been cooking all your meals, so I feel like You don't want someone imposing on that.
No, I appreciate that you do that. That's like really, really nice. And I'm glad that we can be friends to each other in that way.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, like, I just wouldn't want anyone to like get in between the relationship that we have.
Yeah, no, and I think we have such a solid foundation of friendship that obviously when we date other people, which we will, because we're friends, that we only have each other's best interests at heart and, behave in a way that's beneficial to our already very strong relationship.
Yeah. I mean, like, do you see this going anywhere? I'm
With
thinking
Jasmine?
about it. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be dating for like a little while. Like, I don't know.
I mean, that's okay.
So it's like, do you think you're going to pursue something serious with her? Or like, are we going to have less time together because you're going on dates with her?
See, to me, this is all fair questions.
Are you sure your friends aren't all in love
No,
with you?
no, hold on.
Because like,
No.
your relationships with your friends are still very important. So
Of
it's like,
course they
if
are.
I'm
No,
dating
hold
someone,
on,
it's
sorry.
like, I want these balances. I don't want them to suddenly overpower my
Yeah.
dynamics with you. Like,
No, 100%. But also, I'm like, if I'm having sex with someone and we like have an amount of time that we spend together and somebody else comes into the picture, I would like communication on that to
But
see if
coming
like,
up with random like not
no,
supporting you
sorry,
and
sorry,
dating
sorry.
new
Not
people.
not obviously not the jealous
I'm cooking,
commentary,
though.
but the check in about like where is this going?
That's
How do you
fair,
see
yeah,
it?
yeah,
I don't find that to be
that's fine.
unreasonable.
Yeah.
we're too healthy.
I'm like, yeah, no. I mean, I've only been on one date with her, so I guess I'll keep you posted as time goes. But I am gonna continue seeing her, and
cool.
I'm probably gonna enjoy it.
What does that mean for us? Like, are we gonna do movie nights still? Like, are we not?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
But like,
Like
I know
we're
some
friends. Why wouldn't
people-
we watch a movie together?
some people like, like, because we do things other than just watch the movie. Like, like sometimes we cuddle and like we'll kiss and then,
Yeah. I think, well, I'm just starting to see this person. So for me, that usually starts off as like a once a week type deal. And then if I decide I want to see them more, then
A note, I think Zhané is wanting a relationship.
I'm aware
Like,
of
I
that.
think-
I'm having a genuine conversation right now. I'm so sorry.
no, because I had some for your ass right after this.
Okay.
Let us keep going. We're having
Okay.
fun. Yeah, like I usually start off as a once a week type deal. And then if I decide I want to escalate it, then I guess I can keep you in the loop if you, as my friend, want to know that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know we just have like our routines and everything in place, and so it's really gonna like disrupt my like. When's your next date?
I don't think I'm comfortable being the basis of your routine because we don't have that kind of relationship because we're friends.
But I've been in your house every day this week.
Yeah. Yes. However, if that were to change, I think that would have to be okay with you because we're not dating.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So then, what's all of this?
What's all of what?
I have a toothbrush in your washroom.
Yeah, because we fuck. Like you're here all the time. It wouldn't make sense for you to carry your toothbrush back and forth because I fuck you here all the time.
So if you're fucking Jasmine, does that mean you're not gonna fuck me?
No, I never said that. Unless we decide that we don't want to fuck anymore.
We can't do this. We can't do this.
And you're like, no, yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Well, I don't want you to fuck her and me, so it's either her or me.
Okay, well then I'm gonna have to call it quits here because this isn't the dynamic that I personally wanted for us, and I'm interested in this other person in that way.
Damn.
That's crazy. That would kill the average person.
Yeah,
That line would kill the average person.
Yeah, but I
but
think that could
I-
ruin the friendship, is what I'm saying.
But I don't like passive aggression. I don't like beating around the bush. I don't like feeling
You're being
manipulated.
straight up,
Being
which I
passive?
appreciate it.
Yeah, like I don't fuck around. I don't like feeling manipulated. I don't like
Yeah.
when people do that to try to like get me to make a decision that they want me to
An
make.
ultimatum.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
and if that's what I feel like is happening, then I don't trust them. I don't feel safe. I don't feel comfortable. We need to take a break.
Yeah.
We need some space.
Yeah.
So real.
I was like, you communicated clearly.
No, but
Like,
because
There's no room for misinterpretation.
because I
None.
do have romantic friendships or like I'm an affectionate person in general, like these are things that do come up for me. And sometimes I'm on the reverse end.
yeah.
But it's all, to me, it makes sense. I'm like, that's fine. We can just talk about it. Like that is what it is.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
there's nothing
so-
you can't talk about. There's literally nothing you can't talk about.
I agree.
For
I think
some
I'm
people,
a little
though-
bitch. I'm a little bitch.
What do you
and like
mean?
I need. I'm
sorry.
I'm a little bitch.
Little bitch, skin suit,
and
gremlin,
troll.
troll.
I'm a troll bitch.
Yeah.
I'm scared sometimes to have like direct conversation. I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's-
I'm working on it.
Yeah,
Really
that's
am
fair.
working on it.
Again,
Working on
the
it.
autism helps in that I don't understand
It's a superpower.
subtext.
You don't
It
understand.
doesn't like work
awkwardness
for
or
me.
uncomfortability.
Like some people, someone can give me vibes, and I'm just like, but what are you saying? I don't know. It
Yeah,
just,
I think I think
no,
too
I
much
like
of
that.
subtext.
Yeah.
I like directness.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody likes directness though.
When are we gonna kiss?
Because you haven't been direct, by the way.
That's true.
You
No,
keep
I
going,
haven't. That's
What
true.
does your
Slow burn.
schedule look like tomorrow?
We're not going to kiss tomorrow.
Okay.
If I come to this arm wrestling thing,
Oil wrestling.
then or oil wrestling
Yeah.
thing, then that could be an opportunity for sure.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Heard. Do you understand your mission?
Oh, yeah.
Carvin and I are gonna arm wrestle, oiled up, and kiss on the Patreon. Subscribe.
Jesus Christ.
There's tiers.
Okay.
You either get the arm wrestle, then you get the oil arm wrestle, then you get the arm wrestle and kiss.
That's a great place to end it. Before we wrap it up, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at hotboysid.
Cool.
No one listening is gonna understand.
You can find me on Instagram at Ziosa, ZIOSAAA.
Cool.
Guys, I'm sweating because I'm sitting so close to Carvin.
For those listening, me and Syd switched places and outfits.
Your smile.
I'm in love.
So that's everything that we have for you today. And if you want to dive deeper into sex and relationships with sapphics, we have a whole episode on it with Zhané and Eva. It's called How to Flirt and Have Sex with Women. If you like this episode, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. And if you're listening on your favorite podcast app, make sure to leave us a 5-star review because it really does help the podcast out. That's everything that we got. And until next time, peace.
I didn't do the front camera.